So this is a quick little late night ramble about being back in the United States after being out of the country for a little bit. I actually just got home from dinner with one of my good friends and my mother, and we had a really good dinner and, of course, excellent girl time conversation towards the end. But I'm wondering, for those of you who have been out of the States for a while and then come back to visit, how's your stomach treating you? Because I have been feeling nauseous all day long. When I came back Thursday night and was here all day Friday and Saturday, and I'm leaving first thing in the morning. I have been nauseous all day. I have been bloated and somehow like just very, very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Something is going on with the food. I mean, we've been known this, right? We've known that the food in the States is not that great, but I was not prepared for how my stomach has been since I came back. And I'm looking forward to getting back to Mexico and, cooking at home and having fresh groceries, like, vegetables that will die within a few days of being in your fridge instead of like lasting forever and ever and all of that. But overall, the trip has been good. Seeing my family has been lovely. I've been hanging out with my mom, hung out with my brother. Yeah, it's been a good time, and I'm just really, really thankful. But yeah, I'm doing the mirror selfie, not mirror selfie, the mirror video, I guess. Y'all, I'm 4 days out from my 30-day uh, challenge, like finishing the full 30 days. And I tell you, like doing these videos while also traveling and spending time with family and trying to get the stuff in and trying to do, it's a lot. Those of you who are doing the challenge, tell me um, how are you handling like juggling all other aspects of your life and then doing this at the same time. I find it. I mean, it's a challenge, right? Of course, that's part of it. Um, but it's been really interesting, like trying to work my schedule around, and then realizing that it's after midnight and I haven't done my daily video. So now I'm kind of scrambling, just trying to get it done. But that said, it has been a really interesting. It's been an interesting time so far, and a great practice in learning how to speak on your feet. Really great practice for that. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That's really all I got. We're at 3 minutes. Jesus Christ. um, yeah, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna say the thing that's been on my mind. The service industry has changed since I worked in the service. Like, I have worked for Michelin star restaurants, James Beard award winning restaurants in New York City. And the level of service, the level of warmth, of welcome is just not there. It's not there. Like these people believe that you are lucky to be in their establishment rather than them feeling thankful that you've come there to dine and enjoy yourself and have a good evening. The attitude of our server, the front desk, like the hostess, the whole thing at the restaurant we went to this evening, um, was very rushed. We went to Charlie Park here in Tallahassee. And yeah, the attitude was very much like, I was trying to, when the hostess sat us at our table, I was trying to make sure my mom was okay because she has some ambulatory issues and sometimes it's very difficult for her to stand up. She has arthritis in her knees. And the chair seemed a little bit low. And so I was like, Mom, are you sure this is going to be comfortable for you? And the whole time I'm trying to make sure that my mother's okay, the hostess is saying, okay, great, you guys have a good night, and walked away. Didn't make sure that we were actually happy with the table. She just ran off. So it's like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna be here, but my mom was fine. But my mother's also a very nice person, is not going to speak on what she feels all the time. And our server was very rushed in taking our order. It was very much like cut and dry. There was no warmth. There was no real welcome. It's just like, do you guys want anything besides water? Like every time he came to the table, it was just he would speak right over all of us. Would not even like there was no consideration, no nothing. It was just very much like cut and dry. Let's get you this food. Like, and I come from a service style that is not, I wouldn't say it's like warm family style, but it's a little bit more elevated and a little bit more, but still warm and welcoming of the guest and being considerate of maybe the conversation happening at the table, knowing when to step in and when to not, when to give people a little bit more time, and when it's been too long and you've left these people sitting with waters for 45 minutes and haven't gotten a drink order, things like that. But the worst part of it is that there's this running belief in the service industry that Black people don't tip, which is hilarious because you've got servers who believe that Black people don't tip, and so they give us lackluster service believing that we're not going to tip anyway. And it's like, well, if the service sucks, then do you really think that we're obligated to give? Do you know what I mean? Like chicken or egg? Come on, guy. But because I have a history in the service industry, I still tip even if the service is lackluster. So I tip 20% because I'm like the runner, the person that was bringing out our food was nicer than our server was, and I didn't want to stiff her, right? Because most of these places they pool the tips and you tip out, right? And so I'm like, okay, I will go ahead and tip a little bit. I will tip the standard because the other people that we've dealt with have been nicer than our server was. But yeah, AC Hotel in Tallahassee, I would not recommend it. And Charlie Park in Tallahassee, I would not recommend it. The attitude of the front desk, both at the hotel and at the restaurant, left a lot to be desired, and I would not spend my money there. If you ever find yourself in Tallahassee, Florida. Anyway, I need to get ready. I have to be up by 4 a.m. for a flight at 6. And so, yeah, we're back on the road. Yeah, if you don't know me, my name is Siobhan. I'm a 40 something Black American woman trolling these internet streets talking about agency, women having more agency and autonomy over their lives through solo travel, move abroad, and in the small decisions we make step by step, day by day. All right, y'all. That's my check in for today. By the time I get home, I'll get home tomorrow and I'll have a more concrete, I feel like more concrete check in for y'all. All right. See you tomorrow.